Trailblazer Poker Tour is back for Season 2. With over $2 million guaranteed at this stop, it all kicks off in Dallas and Las Colinas. Top 100 players in the Trailblazer Season 2 leaderboard will qualify for the $100,000 invitational free roll. Be part of the action and take your shot at the prize. See the full schedule now at texascardhouse.com to lock in your seat for the Trailblazer Poker Tour.
Hello, TCH Live, and welcome to Texas Card House Dallas. We got a good one for you tonight. It is the final table of the High Roller event. I'm RJ Dupree alongside my man, Eric Van Loozen.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah, we got the High Roller final table, only going to be 5-handed. We had 37 entries in this bad boy. 2,500 was the buy-in, so that's why it's called the High Roller. So you're looking at our 5 top high rollers going to battle it out, and we are on hand number 1 here, and that is Mr. Vu waking up with a couple of Cowboys.
Raise to 25.
Pocket Kings in hand number 1, and this is
Fold.
Mr. Vu. So it looks like we have two players with quite a bit of chips and 2 players running awful low as we come into this final table. I know when the bubble bust, it was a race amongst a few players, and our 1-seat Paige and the 6-seat Supa just made it in. And shout out to our man, Zach Castro, who was the bubble boy in this event. He finished in 6th place, and now we're down to our final 4. Paige and Supa coming in pretty short. Supa less than 10 blinds over there in the 6th seat.
He left the table singing that old Fresh Prince song. Nevertheless, don't mean to bust your bubble. Girls of the world ain't nothing but trouble.
Nothing
RJ.
but trouble. All right, the Kings take down hand number 1, and we're off to hand number 2. Brant. He is in the 9th seat tonight. He has a button and an ace queen.
Paige started off with a 9-deuce, jokingly said, well, it's been a good night, folks. Folded that one. Now he's got a 7-deuce.
So you see Sunny here playing from the 2.5-seat position.
And thank y'all for joining us in the chat. What's going on, Atink, Poker Monkey, and David, our first 3 joining us.
Sunny will defend from the big blind here. Gets a flop of King 10-4. That's top pair for Sunny. Another gutter here for Brant.
16. Go.
$16,000 to bet here from Brant, continuing from the button. And bingo, bango. He's got Broadway here on the turn.
On Broadway. On the big stage, sitting there with the stone cold nuts. Got to feel good. On hand number 2.
Bet 70.
70,000 here into a pot of about 90,000. So he's going to try to get some value out of this big turn.
Ooh, the almost straight coming in for Sunny.
Check. Red.
Still sitting there with just top pair. Brant still holding on to the absolute stones. And trying to figure out how much can I extract from my opponent here. 230K out there in the middle.
He's going to bet all of his colorful chips here.
160. Let's see if Sunny likes that price. 160 into that pot of 231. Might tempt Sunny a little bit. It is. It's going to get a call out of Sunny, and that is a big old pot. 550,000 going Brant's way. Got to feel good when you get called holding the nuts. Nice hand there for Mr. Brant.
All right. Mr. Brant picks up the first big pot of this final table, and they said he's been on the up and up here as the tables close down and get closer to the money here. He's just been kind of grinding along, keeping that steady green line going up, and here he is starting the final table.
Did hear that he
Going up again.
Kind of got in a big one against Vu, where they both had a full house. So it was a nasty boat over boat situation that he was able to. Vu was able to get a big double up through Brant. Otherwise, he would have had an even more commanding chip lead. But that tangle got them both good stacks here at the final table. We've got Supa here is our shorty. He's been making some tournament runs lately. Shout out to our man Supa. And we got William and ADHD joining us. William saying happy Saturday night. Well, it's still Friday, I believe. Could be wrong.
William knows.
But happy night, whatever it is.
He knows that we may or may not know.
He's testing us.
All right. Brand in the cutoff this time with some suited connectors here. 7-6 of clubs. He'll bump it up, 22,000. Blinds here starting out 5,000, 10,000 with that 10,000 big blind ante.
Here we go. There's only 3 clubs that would be good for Brant here. He dodges that bullet.
Jack 5-10. Flop goes check, check. Off to the turn we go. 4 diamonds. Still no one connecting heavily just yet. Brant does turn open-ended here.
Bet 20.
Keep the pedal to the metal, and that's going to get it done. 7 high, like a boss.
Pick up a little equity, say something, take it down. Nice job, Brant.
Jack Baker joining us from over there at table. What is that table now? Back by the clock-in area. What table number is that these days? They've changed that on us.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure.
I'm not familiar
but
either.
Jack's out there with Mr. Dugmore. And Kyle M. joining us saying, hola, boys and girls. I think he's calling me a boy. I don't know what he's calling you there, RJ, but he's out there doing his thing.
The boys are in here and the girls are out there watching, I'm sure of it. I know what Kyle's up to.
Well, Kyle's getting us all the info
All right.
on the tournament streaks
Paige
and what's going on.
Paige in a fun spot here. He's in the cutoff with ace queen, and the other super short stack is in the big blind, of which he has covered. The big blind has less than 10 blinds here. 2 of them are in the pot already.
It is time to rip it.
And ace queen is just too good to do anything other than that. He's going to rip it all in for 119,000 here, putting the pressure on that big blind, but this is exactly what you didn't want to see. The small blind has a hand.
Yep, we don't care if that hand has a name to it or not. When you're short and you look down at those 2 cards, you're just going to get it in. Try to steal some blinds or get a big double. What's up, Brooksy? And hello, bro Chacho. David Lagana joining us saying Friday night with the Batman and Robin, the poker commentators. Well, thank you much for that, David.
The man. What's up, Dave? All right, so the shorty got out of the way here, so Paige going to be at risk with his ace-queen. Vu makes the call with pocket 6s. And Supa is rooting for someone. I know it.
Hello,
Queen, Jack
Queen.
5.
Oh.
Paige lands the ace-queen. King of spades on the turn. Only a 6 can change it. 7 of spades. It's close in pips, but no dice. The ace-queen going to land, and that's a full double up for Paige.
Big old double.
He'll move up to 238,000 now, so he's got a little bit of wiggle room over our shorty in the 6th seat. So now Supa's going to have to get to work.
Yes, sir, Mr. Braswell. I will definitely do my best. Hope you guys are running it up out there. Can't quite see it because we couldn't quite get it zoomed out far enough there, but we got the big Trailblazer poker sign in the background.
It is beautiful, I promise.
It's a beautiful banner.
We got the helicopter view trying to get that bad boy in there, but
a lot going on still as we speak in the room. We got a lot of PLO action going on. We got some flips.
That's right.
Trying to get you into that PLO game as well, the big high roller PLO event.
PLO flight again tomorrow, that $600 event, $250,000 guarantee. And right now, folks, it's looking at a little bit of an overlay, so you're getting a heck of a value coming out tomorrow. Jump in that $600 PLO event. And day 2, of course, for that will be Sunday. So primo spot right there.
Let's go.
Pun intended with the word primo. What's going on, Damon? Says, yeah, a little bit of bonus poker. That's right. A little bit of a quickie tonight. We got 5 players left in this. We only had 37 entries. We'll put up those prizes just here in a second for you after this hand. Show you what they're playing for up top. What up, Simon?
5-handed here at the final table. Sunny gets to go first under the gun with ace 10.
Yeah, so many chatters joining us already.
Yeah.
We forgot to put up the prizes.
Yes, I almost mentioned it a while ago, and we got to talking about something else. All right, Supa's running short, and he's got a pair of 4s on the button. 70,000 in his stack here. That's 7 big blinds. You almost hate to see a little pair in that spot because you know you kind of sort of have to go with it, but he chooses not to. He's going to gamble, and wait for something else.
And when we put up these prizes here shortly, that may kind of show you what he was thinking about. Real money implications here. Chips are super valuable. Hanging on to them.
I have been guilty of folding a small pair in that spot, too. You don't love it, but, man, it's just, ugh. You hate seeing a small pair in that spot.
No doubt he was getting called if he put his stack in, and boom, there you go. Top pair for Sunny. So how did he know to get out of there?
That's 27.
Yeah, Paige here with the nutter gutter and 2 overs. Sunny flopping top here. Might we see some action? Paige just picking up these chips fresh off his double up. And he knows the button has 7 blinds.
Full side glance from seat 2. Primo is going to make the call, drawn to the stones.
27,000 to bet there. Good enough price. He will see the turn, and it's a big old brick, deuce of spades.
Yeah, not much Sunny should be afraid of here. He is going to continue.
That's 41.
Bumps it up just a little bit, from 27,000 to 41,000. Again, blinds are 5,000, 10,000.
And, of course, Paige here rocking 179,000 in his stack. So nice sizing here from Sunny. Something a draw could call, but a little bit taxing as well.
More Primo fans joining. Christopher Collins joining us. Let us know who you root for tonight, folks. We've got a lot of Primo fans in the chat and some Brant fans. See if we can't get a little love for Supa and Vu and Sunny in the chat as well.
All right. Paige lets go of it. King, queen in the muck. Nice hand there for Sunny. He'll take it down.
Boom. Here is what we're playing for, folks. Here again, this is the 50K high roller event. This is the 5 players that made it in the money. It was a short field, 37 players. First one that busts gets $74.50. This was a $2,500 buy-in, so
$2,500 buy-in.
Still a nice profit for whoever busts first, but they are all playing for that trophy and that $31,000 up top.
Yes, sir. Thanks, good.
Queen 4 diamonds in the muck for Vu. Supa's got 2 letters this time in the cutoff, a queen and a jack. Being tested here by these tweeners that you could definitely just open rip with, but you don't love it. Last hand he had 4s. This time he has queen jack, and he's going to roll with this one. Queen jack's in there. He's all in for 70,000.
Yep. That's a big enough tweener.
All right, Sunny with the king 4 in the big blind. Shrug of the shoulders. A bit of a tweener here in his spot as well.
70 total.
7 big blinds is the all-in.
70.
on your big blind, and you have a king 4 offsuit.
Yeah, he's like, man, I already got some
Yeah,
money out
yeah.
there. My king has a little tweener, so we're
Right.
gonna let him go.
Sunny doesn't want to mess with it. Well done there. Supa gets that through. He picks up 25,000, so he'll have a little more for next time.
You think players don't remember hands that either knocked them out or roughed them up a little bit? We got Simon in the chat saying,
Oh, they
Boo
remember.
wanted to get 130 big blinds on a flop with one pair with me. River was denial. Primo and Brant for heads up. Let's go.
Here you go. Simon's calling it.
And Supa under the gun now. The Jack 7 does let it go. It's going to start getting to that point where those Jack 7 suiteds and hands like that are going to be ones you're going to be shoving with, but not good enough there for him. Offsuit. Howdy, John Fisher.
Yeah, and with Brant chipping up early here, that put 3 players with quite a bit of chips, plenty of blinds, and 2 players short. So it'll be an interesting dynamic here as Paige and Supa will battle it out there with those taxing blinds coming through.
Raised to 30 total.
All right, Sunny trying to sneak in that limp from the small blind.
Boo not having it.
And as every time I try it, the big blind does have an ace, so they're going to bump it up on you, and that'll take it down.
So we still have our big title event, the 1 million guarantee coming up, and the PLO multi-flight has already started. There's been some satellites to get into that and some flips going on as we speak. A few folks have already bagged for day 2 in that. Looking forward to watching the live stream. RJ and I are not going to be doing that final table. My man Aaron McAvoy is going to be doing that one, but still interested to see who's going to be our final tableist for that PLO multi-flight 250K that's going on right now. A little bit of an overlay like RJ mentioned, so getting great value on it right now if you want to fire at that. It's a $600 buy-in, and there are still, I believe, some satellites possibly to get into that booger.
Raise.
Paige is ripping it here in the cutoff.
In the cutoff, yeah,
with a
that
couple of fives.
That button's in a bit of an awkward spot there, but it's actually Sunny's button here. Paige in the cutoff. 5's good enough for a rip.
Sunny's on the button with a pair, but yep, he's got the littlest of pairs. Gonna let it go. And we got trash hand there, and let's see if Supa can wake up with something. And man, that is just gross, right? Hate to be in the blinds, cut off rip in India, and you hope to wake up with something, but you wake up with the old San Francisco 49er. She goes into the muck.
It's a fun spot here. Both of our shorties have the button on the other shorty's big blind, so it'll be an interesting dynamic, or I guess Paige officially the cutoff on the other shorty's big blind, and then Supa's button will be Paige's big blind. So it'll be interesting to see if they can pick on each other there.
Yeah, only good news for Supa is this blind level is going to last for another 20 minutes. He's got 7.5 big blinds, so he can get through this orbit and find a spot to rip it with here shortly. Let's see what he wakes up here in the small blind. How about a couple of jumping Jesuses?
That's a pretty good hand to look at.
He's playing it cool. Nonchalant. Let me just put my stack in. Click the button. All in. There we go.
There we go. He's going to give it a peek, sweat it out a bit. Brant said, I was ready for you. I'm folding this 9-3
Brant had the 9-3.
very quickly.
We don't even know if Brant was born in 93, do we? That is
I would take the over, I
a
think.
long time ago. I heard there was a football team that was good back in 1993. No clue who that could be.
Oh, I could probably guess a couple.
ADHD Poker spreading rumors out there. I will not confirm nor deny that nonsense.
He sent that to me as well. ADHD. Thank you, buddy.
I got a lot of fellas that are friends, you know? I just sent it to the ones that are still little boys. Brant just going to get a little trappy here and try to induce, and this might work. Paige has a suited king. Oh, he's too smart. He says, I ain't falling for that, son.
Yeah, if Supa wasn't sitting over there short, it might have worked. But Brant's going to get a pretty good flop here. He's going to flop nut flush draw with that ace-queen. And Paige really doesn't have a lot working here.
Yeah, and that's going to be should be an easy fold for Paige. Just get out of there unscathed. Didn't fall for that early trap. There you go. Couple of sharp poker players right there. We'll see a lot of spots there. King highs, especially suited, might think that that small blind was being a little funky there.
Yeah, at these $2,500 buy-ins, these high roller events, these players pretty sharp.
They're starting to kind of figure it out that was a spot where both of them are doing something a little squirrely. They're talking to each other about it. Supa with a suited queen. That's going to start to look pretty when you're super short. Probably not pretty enough, though. 5 kicking.
Yeah, and I love the idea of trying to trap the shorty behind you with a premium hand in that spot. And like I say, I think it probably would have worked to have had Supa not be across the way there with rocking 9 blinds.
Can you see your chips? Thank you.
Open sesame. Show me what you got. Queen 10 is good enough to at least call, and now Sunny's got a pair.
He's going to find some trouble because...
And now he wants to see his chips. Looky. You're allowed to do that at the poker table, just not in the men's room. Oh, nice.
Sunny will raise it up. Paige instantly in the muck.
Not feeling it. Everybody's probably going, oh my God, he had 2 overs. Well, he can't see the cards.
Right.
And that's a hand that a lot of people get themselves in trouble with, right? It just doesn't flop very well. Queen 10 offsuit.
It does not, especially against a legit raising hand, you know.
Absolutely.
Of course, your opponent could be making moves on you. We get to see the cards. It was legit.
Yeah, and he was out of position with that hand.
And that's what sharp players do in that spot. They throw Queen 10 in the muck.
All right, guys, just 3 more spots for your $75 flip.
Supa's got an ace under the gun. 9.5 big blinds here. That's such a gross hand, right?
He has been put to the test here. Pocket 4s, Queen Jack, Ace 7, just all those schmedium hands that you hate to see when you have 9 blinds.
Yeah, let's see what the other folks behind him wake up with. I mean, we can see he and Brant could have had a little bit of a tussle here. He would have been in great shape against an Ace 4, but you never know that. Getting it all in. Ace 7 off. Just a gross hand to look down at. And big stack over there. Big stack Brant just keeping on.
Keeping on up to 838,000 now in his stack. And I dealt to Mr. Vu one day this week.
Okay.
I want to say it might have been the Bomb Pot event at Las Colinas. So he's been splashing around here this week in some of the Trailblazer events. Nice to see him make a final table here, get some change out of this, the $2,500 high roller event.
Double down hand there for Paige. No thanks. Sunny's going to get the best dressed at the table award.
There we-
Supa is going to be happy with
there
a
you
walk.
go. He loves that.
14, guys, just 2 more spots.
Pretty good feeling when you're rocking 9 blinds to get that walk and you get 2 of your blinds back. Gets that ante back. Now he's hanging in there with 100K in his stack. All right, last hand was a little dusty. This hand as well. Vu on the button with Jack 9. Is he feeling spicy yet? Not up to it. And 7 deuce the hammer. That's not going to do. Take it down, Queen High.
ADHD Poker wants to know when we're going to get a Taco Bell sponsorship based off the amount of times you and I have talked about.
I agree,
Taco
ADHD.
He
It's
says
due.
or Shiner. I don't know that we talk too much about Shinerbach beer, but, you know,
We will.
Shiner, Texas. I don't think they make a non-alcoholic beer for me, but I do remember tossing one back a time or two back in my Van Boozen days.
I'm easy. If they pay me to brag on it, I'll do it.
100%. I'm going to be sad to see this felt go, I'll tell you what, once the Trailblazer Tour
Right?
is over.
This
Because
has been a nice felt.
I really liked this orange color, which is perfect for spooky season that we've just entered.
Perfect for allowing all the deer to see you when you're in the woods.
And for all you basic bees out there ordering those pumpkin spice lattes this month, shout out to y'all. I'm buying.
All right, Brant again sneaking this limp in there, this time not near as strong.
Tej, the one who's got the strong hand this time. King Jack.
Raise. So 135.
And puts Pertinier, his whole stack in there.
There we
RJ.
go. Chris Collins mentioning in the chat that Primo game is on point. On point right there. Paige taking it down, 20,000 in profit.
Yeah, Chris, this is about a 20-minute delay tonight. Normally we do like a 15-minute delay for our cash streams and 20-minute delay for this one. So a little bit of a delay, but we're in here live with you guys. As far as the chat goes, we're all watching at the same time. The only folks that are 100% live are our production folks next door to us, and they've got all the action tracking and let us know if there's any issues with hands and kind of give us a heads up. But so far, all systems go, and this may be an all things go for Supa as he's got a King 10 of diamonds.
Yeah, he does. King 10 suited. That is an ultra kryptonite.
Oh, shit, he almost showed his hand.
Worthy of an all-in. Paige frustrated to look down at deuce 4. Almost showed it.
Yeah, didn't see the big blind. Forgot about the big blind next to him,
He's
which
like,
that
I
happens.
thought I was in the big blind.
Dory Coyle joining us. How
Hello,
you doing,
Dory.
Miss Dory? Shout out to Mr. Jim as well. And Overbet Turn 1234 says, get to play a final table online while watching one. Well, that's awesome, and
There
good
you
luck
go.
to you.
Happy stacking.
You can listen to the sweet sounds of myself and RJ Dupree, but focus on winning that tournament, brother. Or sister. I don't know who Overbet Turn 1234 is. Do
That's
we?
right. I do not.
How dare I assume genders?
Fold. Raise to
All right.
22.
Love it. Branson the cutoff, and he's got the ability with that big stack to start opening up some hands like this. You want to see flops with and put pressure on the other players. 8-7 of diamonds.
Man.
Button. Pair. What are we doing here, Pej?
Button in a pair, but he is still weary of Supa over there. Both short stacks hanging around.
All right, guys, we just need one more
We saw
spot for
Supa throw
$75
pocket fours away earlier as a short stack.
But we saw Pej rip it earlier with fives.
This time Pej is
Facing a raise.
facing a raise, yep. Does a little accounting and does throw sixes in the muck. Doesn't want to mess with it. So Brant, as you mentioned, able to put a little pressure on these guys. Pocket sixes in the muck. Ace high in the muck. What say you, Mr. Vu?
Calls
All right.
22, heads up, so flop.
Not sure what Vu's hand is right now, but it's worthy of a call.
Check. Bet 22.
Top pair for both.
Hey, Primo, can't have your phone on.
There we go. Never mind. Glenn got on him. No electronics on the final table.
Calls.
All right, guys, we're ready to go for the $75.
There we go. So
All right, we get an 8-high flop here, and it's a doozy because Brant raised with that 7-8. He got called by the big blind. Vu has ace-8.
could be some twos in Vu's hand, but specifically the ace deuce of spades.
Yeah, when you raise with these suited canooders and flop top pair like that, you love life, but
Calls 50.
definitely finding some resistance here from the big blind.
Check.
And this time Brant senses some danger. Check the river. Vu's going to take it down. 126,000 in profit. Well done there.
Yeah, overbet turn letting us know there was definitely some ICM implications with that folding of the sixes earlier. And of course, there you have it. We've got about a $2,400 bump there between fifth and fourth place. That's good enough for one buy-in. So that's what this was, a $2,500 buy-in. So pretty juicy pay jump there. But then you got a 4K jump, and then we start getting into those big boy numbers, 7K and 11K jumps between third and second and first. Big implications. Five-handed. Who's going to take down this high roller no limit hold'em event for the Trailblazer Poker Tour Season 2? These are our 5 finalists. There we go. We finally got some love for Vu in the chat. Novel Nursery joining us. Get those Vu fans in the chat. Give him a little run good.
Raise to 22. Fold. Sanjeev, will you rescan, please?
Sonny's got the Jack Link's mystery card, and it's a king. It's a pretty good one.
That's a pretty good hand. Ace King, big slick here on the button for Sonny. Supa in the big blind with Jack 10. Easy hand to defend with here. Everyone loves playing Jack 10, but he's running low over there.
He's kind of thinking about it. If I put 12K in to make this call, I'll have 88 left. But
There you go.
I'll just hang on to my 100K stack, and now, boom, now I'm in the big blind. So gonna need to wake up with something here pretty soon.
All right, off to hand number 20 we go, this final table. The Trailblazer High Roller event. We're still five-handed here.
Fold.
5 players cashing in this event, a $2,500 buy-in.
Yeah, I was thinking you and I were late when we got here today. I was like, whoa, final table's only 5 players. Like, are they waiting on us? But no, this is the 5 folks that are in the money. So we've got a 5-handed final table in this high roller event.
Supa, suited and connected, 10-9 of diamonds. You don't love it, but it's worthy of a jam if you like.
Glass is on, blue flames in the background, high roller chips rocking.
Just going to sneak a call in here.
Ruh-roh.
Check.
And we'll go to a flop because Brant's loaded with 8 high. That's a pretty good flop for 10-9.
And what are you going to do when you flop
Check.
the nutters? The damn near nutters.
Yeah, I think I'd check that flop. Supa does check, and he gets a bet here from Brant. Brant, his 8 high, does go with a min click here, 10,000 the bet. He knows that a min click here puts a little pressure on Supa. Supa only holding 9 blinds in his stack. So no reason to get expensive there. King of clubs here on the turn.
That did give Brant a club draw. We know that clubs are 100% dead, but that may incentivize him to put out one more little tickle here to see if he can get Supa out of there. Of course, we know that's not possible.
Bet 22.
22 the bet here.
The full deep breath for Supa.
A bit of a sigh there. Supa grabs all of his remaining chips. And he's going to go all in, and Brant is going to fold that club draw. Doesn't want to mess with it. Nice pot there for Supa, so he's on the climb. That'll put him up at 152,000 now.
Yeah, it really wasn't that much more for Brant to call, but Brant just doesn't want to give away chips, right?
He wants to keep that shorty short as possible, and he was probably feeling already like he gave him enough.
No,
Didn't want to mess with it.
Yeah, great assessment there, right? Keep the shorty short, Mr. RJ says. Much easier to put pressure on him going forward. Don't just pay him off when he's clearly got a hand that he's willing to get it in with.
All right.
Supa's going to get rewarded for some of that earlier passivity.
Fresh off of the half up. Now he's up to 152,000, and he's got ace queen suited.
Yeah, now that's a hand that's worthy of 15 big blind rip.
And now he knows he can also put a little pressure on Paige there, running short in his big blind.
Yeah, hand selection is just so crucial, and timed aggression, finding those spots, and Supa navigated through really a couple orbits super short. He started this with 95K. Now he's got 177. So he has taken over or leapt over Paige. Paige is now our short stack with 15 blinds. But it's going to make both of those players a little bit more comfortable here. Don't have to shove with just any suited king 9 type holding, small pairs. They've got a little bit more playability now. So love the spot for both of those players. Plenty of chips left. Of course, blinds are going up next hand. We're at 40-minute blind levels, so that's a great spot to be in for those shorter stacks too. They've got plenty of time to pick some spots.
Yeah, we've seen both Paige and Supa grinding on those short stacks. It's going to be a heavyweight fight here for a couple of levels. As all 5 of these players, I would imagine, as you can tell, pretty good about not getting busted out, right?
Yeah, we didn't know what we were going to get when we came to this final table tonight, 5-handed. Were we going to get an all-in fest?
Right.
Or were we going to get still some playability? And now we're looking like we might get a little more of the latter.
Yeah, the shorties are grinding hard. Both of them sitting around 15 blinds now.
Shout out to all you shorties grinding hard out there, too.
They'll do it. Shout out to the shorties.
RJ single, ladies. I think the guy in the booth with you might be, too, clearly.
All right, a fun little hand here, Bruin. Brant has ace-7 suited in the cutoff, worthy of a raise to 27,000. Blinds now 6,000, 12,000, so they just went up a little bit. A very nice structure in this tournament. Sunny in the small blind, king, queen of diamonds. He will make the call. We'll go to a flop. 6-8 deuce, 2 diamonds.
Check.
Rebel Poker saying Brant has his favorite hand. Ace, 7, suited, spades.
30.
Brant's going to use it. He is going to run into a hand here that can call. Sunny with those 2 big diamonds.
Attention players, I'm going that $2 bond pot on table 28 for the following players: Uno, Mel, Mayo, Eric, Cruz, Baby Blade, Ella, and KKA. Once again, I'm going that $2 bond pot on table 28.
Cash game's kicking out in the room, you can hear, as well as tournaments. That $2 bomb pot game cranked up, RJ. That's been going pretty steady the last couple of weeks.
$2 bomb pots.
Yeah,
over
pretty
here.
fun.
Interested in learning a little bit about how to play those bomb pots? A $2 bomb pot game firing up here at Texas Card House Dallas, and you can get in there and splash around and learn all you want.
Well, we do get an all-red board, but it's the wrong red for Sunny.
Heart, heart.
So the ace-7 actually remains the best hand here.
Ace high with the check mark if we go to showdown. What will Sunny do with this heart, heart run out?
Check.
He will check it.
142 in the middle. Brant does beat a lot of hands with just an ace high, so he does check back and takes it down. Nice hand there for Brant. And again, we were talking about that bomb pot game. That is a PLO double board bomb pot game. So if you're wanting to learn a little bit about PLO double board bomb pots, a $2 bomb pot game. It's just a $2 ante pre-flop every hand. Action begins once you get a flop. So pretty fun game. Don't have to buy in for heaps, and you can learn a little bit about how to play those crazy bomb pots.
Mr. Brant still with the smooth run there, picking up that pot with ace high, building on his chip lead.
Decks, they give me nightmares as well, but that's why that $2 game is so much better, because it keeps some of those bombs a little lower.
Yep. I would have paid off my car last summer in Omaha if it weren't for the bomb pots.
Amen to that. All right, Paige, 15 big blinds. Actually, less now.
Raise.
He is going to rip it all in with the king, queen suited.
All in from Paige.
And Sunny wants a count because he's waking up with a pretty good hand.
Paige in the cutoff here. King, queen, definitely worthy a rip, but he's going to find some resistance. Sunny on the button with ace jack.
We think. Never in love with an ace jack either, but this is 5-handed.
Yeah, and
his hands are looking stronger.
It is worth about half of Sunny's chips here if he chooses to call. And he has Vu behind him, along with a shorty in the big blind.
He recapped those cards, which makes me think he is leaning towards call. See what he decides to do. You mentioned that is half his stack. He still has enough chips to put a little hurting on him. Cards are uncapped.
And there they go. Sunny lets it go. Ace jack in the muck.
Randy Moss says no. Let's see what our friend over in the big blind wakes up with. A queen 10, so hand that is dominated.
All right, Paige is going to get this one through. A little bit of run good there. King, queen, good. Taking it down. Gets the Broadway ace out of there.
Thomas Carter in the chat wanting to know
Right
how
on
to
time.
watch the Austin stream. Well, we'd much prefer you hang out with us, but we love our Austin folks as well. Just click on TCH Live Poker on YouTube. There are 2 links. If you're wanting to watch the 1-3 no limit game that's going on right now. Well, that's the Rio Grande
That's
Valley.
Rio Grande Valley.
So Austin doesn't have one tonight, I don't believe. Nope. Yeah, so they've got a stream going on in the Rio Grande Valley tonight. So Isaac and the boys down there are rocking that one. No Austin stream tonight. It's Rio Grande Valley.
Can you switch the 3 seats to the 4 seats so I can put the button?
Ben Williams, yes, we absolutely do stream cash games, and that's Tuesday night for Dallas.
Yeah, these players have found a way to sit in between the dots where the button goes. And of course, those dots on the table, they have the technology in them to know where the button is, right? For our graphics and whatnot. So we're having a little bit of issues as Vu and Supa are right smack in between those.
Supa.
They're going to move you to the 4, so I'm going to start putting them.
Okay, they're going to move him.
There we go. That's
To the
I
4
like
seat.
that better as well.
Easier on all of us.
So does Vu. He even scoots over a little bit for it.
Well, Supa found a spot to rip it there out of the small blind with a Jack-9 suited. I like that. Aggressive. Don't just try to sneak in there and give Brandt the option as the big stack. And Brandt was forced to fold, a pretty weak holding there.
Sunny scoots over to be further in between the dots. He's now sitting in perfectly in the 2.5 seat.
That's all right. Fellas need a little extra leg room.
Yeah, button won't be too crazy over there. It will look like it's on Paige.
All right, Brandt going to wake up with one of our favorite hands, the CD Lamb.
88, worthy of a rip. Got a short stack behind you, just rip it. We saw him.
Oh, and this
hello.
is gross.
We saw him limp with ace queen earlier, and they discussed that hand. Now Brandt has ripped it with the 8s. Paige looking down at pocket 5s.
He is going
to make the call. He doesn't love it.
Yep. He is going to need to see a 5, some straight cards.
You could tell he didn't love it, but he's going to roll with it. Pocket 5s in jeopardy here for Paige. 8,
Oh.
9, 6.
How about a 7?
He does have a gut shot. Set here for Brandt. Gut shot for Paige. 4 of spades.
7 and a 7 only. There are only 3 left.
King
Oh.
of diamonds. No help. Seti Maggette here for Brandt, and he will find this final table's first elimination. Mr. Paige will finish in 5th place. Primo, sweet job, buddy.
Primo, our favorite cousin. Great job, buddy. One of the fan favorites in the room.
Absolutely.
Everybody loves Primo. Very well known in the poker community. Always got a big smile on his face. Well done, Primo. We will see you next time. Shout out for finishing 5th in our high roller event.
Yeah, playing an outstanding game. Somebody mentioned earlier in the chat that he was on point, and he is on point. Just found some holdings there that just couldn't get away from. And, of course, pocket 5s in the big blind will do you in when the 8s get you.
Yeah, Thomas, sometimes they do record, and then they will stream later. I'm not sure what they're doing tonight in Austin, but maybe a conflicting night. But I think Friday nights normally is the night that the Rio Grande Valley does their cash stream.
Yep, that sounds right to me.
Supa's found another spot to get it in. He's in the cutoff with an ace-9, Rip City.
So Supa has battled his tail off here and found himself on the right end of a ladder up. 4-handed now. Yeah, right, William? The old side call. Definitely reasonable there.
Sonny folded that ace-jack earlier when Primo ripped it. Now he's got another short stack ripping it, and he's got a king-jack. Now that there's been an elimination, he's like, wait, we're 4-handed. King-jack, pretty good hand. But you really need your opponent to have, those small pairs right here to make this kind of call, because you're behind all of those ace-highs and could be possibly dominated by some other king holdings. Or even an ace-jack type of holding. So yeah, this is a kind of a tough spot here. A lot of chips. What do you guys think in the chat? Are you calling an all-in with the King Jack offsuit? Or are you going to take one more peek and muck it, as I think somebody's going to do? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
King Jack in the muck. Supa gets that through. Ace high, good. You can tell that the final four here of a $2,500 high roller event, you can tell they're locked in a bit.
Yep.
Absolutely locked in for those juicy payouts.
That's right. Next man out's going to get almost $10,000. Then we get some big boy money. 13,000, 20, and 31 for first. Hoping they put that trophy out there on the table too once we get to heads up so we can see what else we're playing for. Those awesome trophies, courtesy of our man, Mr. Bob.
We'll see if our man Paige Primo doesn't make a final table in this PLO event. You know, he'll be amongst some of the favorites in this $250,000 guaranteed PLO event we have rocking. $600 buy-in. You can still get in that tomorrow. Heck of a deal.
Attention players, under brand new 1-2 no limit on table 9 for the following players.
Super look. Okay, did he already fold?
Yeah, I think our
there we go.
Our button is off here on the graphics, so it may take it a moment to get caught up.
Get those graphics correct here.
Yeah, Vu is in the big blind here. And we mentioned that the players and the button circles are not exactly perfect, and here it is causing a little bit of a problem. Sunny's going to take it down.
Yeah, we do know the winner of the hand is indeed Mr. Sunny over there. That's right, big boy money. Next man out's getting over 13,000. That'll get you like a, what year Honda Civic?
2019 Honda Civic, I know it.
RJ selling.
So yeah, we had a dead button there, so that was throwing us off a little bit. When Paige was felted, he was felted from the big blind position, so then we had a dead small blind and a dead button. So that threw us off just a bit. I think the button's back on track now. Sunny has it.
And Mr. Ben, I'll put up some contact information for the lady who puts together our great lineups for our cash streams.
Absolutely.
If you're going to be in town this week, at least might be able to get you on the alternate list.
You can play in some incredible 1-2 games here at Texas Card House Dallas. They look like 2-5 games, and if you're looking for something bigger, you might check out the Las Colinas Social Club, our sister club down the street.
Here we go. We got King 9-3. Both players smashing this flop. Often a mid-pair type of holding is pretty good. So Supa is going to look up Vu after he bets that flop. Vu not going to be in love with the fact that he got called or the heart and the straightening card coming in.
Yeah, Supa really holding none of that as far as blockers go. He's just holding that pair of nines.
And here we go. Vu definitely not liking that card either.
Now it's 4-liner sitting out there on this board.
I think if either player wants to rep something here, they can take this down.
10 makes a straight, but Vu's going to go ahead and go with a blocker here.
Super small bet, 16,000. And Supa can probably sense that that's a weak holding, but what do you do, right? You just have a 9.
It screams blocker written all over it.
But I can't beat the hand that would put out a blocker bet.
But that's why it's a blocker. It just
Yeah.
locks you up, right? Well done there from Vu.
So should we call it a locker bet? Because it locks you up?
I think so.
Locks the brakes?
The locker blocker right there. I love it.
Here we go, Ben. This is the lovely Miss Mallory Kloss. She is our defending champion of this Trailblazer Poker Tour main
That's
event that
right.
we've got coming up. But she also puts together all of our great cash stream lineups. So scan that QR code. You can reach out to her, Mallory Poker, on Instagram, or contact her via text or email there. But she will try to get you on our normally big game on Tuesday night. It's a 5, 10, 25 no limit game we normally host. And I think that's going to be the game we're doing this Tuesday as well. Could be wrong, though, because one of these Tuesdays we have a PLO event.
Uh-huh. We'll keep an eye out for it.
All right, guys, it's me again.
All right, we're four-handed, so Under the Gun gets to go first. But under the gun is also the cutoff. You want to think of that in an optimistic position. Don't think of it as you're under the gun. Think of it as you're in the cutoff. Sunny does get to raise it up from that cutoff under the gun position and take it down.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be streaming 3 days this coming week.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have Monday is going to be the final table that you and I are getting to pass on. The PLO final table will be live streamed.
Hand that to the PLO boys.
We will be doing the cash stream on Tuesday night. So there is a cash stream this week, 10/7.
That would be October the 7th.
Yep, and then Wednesday, the PLO High Roller event is being streamed. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll have live streams. Tuesday being the cash stream I mentioned, 5, 10, 25.
The $250,000 guarantee PLO event Monday night, cash game Tuesday night, PLO High Roller Wednesday night.
There you go.
There you go. Mark your calendars. We got it.
Calls, folds.
I got a raise under the gun from Vu. Supa four-handed, likes that queen jack enough to come along. Just makes the call.
Heads up to the
Here we go. Trying to sneak in there cheap and land something here on the button. Queen jack suited for Supa. Ooh, hello, floppy flop. We got top for Vu. We got a flush draw for Supa.
We should have a dance here. We got 2 overs and a flush draw for Supa. Top for Vu.
30.
All right, Vu will bet here, 30,000. Just a small continuation bet.
Supa can't just call here. He's got to either jam, I believe.
The small continuation bet is nearly 1/3 of Supa's chips.
Yeah, that's going to leave him with crumbs. Playing for the win, baby. Let's get it in there.
Oh, he takes a look at that board.
Yeah.
All in.
There
All
we
right,
go.
Supa does rip it. Queen jack of clubs is going to get in there.
Great.
And Vu doesn't insta call here.
I mean, he's got to know it's got to be something just like what he's holding, right?
So he's gonna think it over. Count out the all in here.
Those pair of sevens are probably in his mind too. Okay, he called my raise, wanted to see a flop with a hand like pocket sevens, but you've pretty much got all other hands he might have just flatted you with beat, I think, with that ace-8 top. This is super strong here. You can see Supa, 52% equity.
Yeah, this would be the classic of races here on the flop if Vu chooses to call. There we go.
We're playing to win this tournament, he says. Let's go.
All right, Vu makes the call, so it's a race. Ace-8 top for Vu. Supa's all in and at risk. Queen jack and a club draw.
Another
Eight
eight.
of diamonds,
Ooh.
so that'll take away some outs here for Supa.
Absolutely.
He's got to get a clean club, and it is not. It's the queen of diamonds pairing Supa, but Vu's got trips. That will be another elimination here at tonight's final table. Mr. Vu, the big winner of that pot, Mr. Supa in 4th place.
That's right. Supa's going to finish just shy of 10,000, 98.40. Great run, brother. The player I've played the most with that's been on this final table. Definitely played a little bit with Brant as well, but I've played a lot with Supa, and he's really been getting after these tournaments lately and made, I think, 3 final tables now. So correct me if I'm wrong in the chat there, Supa and friends, but I know he's been on at least now 3. Great run.
There we go.
And now all these players have that Honda Civic we mentioned locked up, 13,800 plus.
Sweet run for Supa, and he will finish tonight's high roller event in 4th place. And just like that, we are down to 3 players, Sunny, Vu, and Brant. All right, Brant goes back to work. Raising with Jack-10 on the button, takes that down. Blinds here still 6,000, 12,000.
Big pay jumps coming.
Fold. Fold.
We'll see if Brant is able to continue this aggression here. Sunny and Vu have not shown a lot of aggression in their play just yet. Brant been willing to open it up just a bit, and he, of course, the chip leader, climbing all the way up to 926,000 now.
Fold. Fold.
Vu in second place with 602,000. Sunny with 352. Sunny there getting a walk.
See our Trailblazer team over there. Some great shots just shared on Instagram from Kyle and Trailblazer tournament director over there helping out. TCH has done a great job. This is the first stop of season 2 for the Trailblazer Tour, and they've done a great job putting this all together. We're going to get another stop in 2026 here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
That's right.
We'll put up the rest of the dates, though, so you guys can look at what's coming
When it's a little cooler outside.
down the pipeline for this Trailblazer series.
All right, Brant able to open it up again. This time he's got ace-king.
That's right, big bad Brant waking up with old Big Slick. So here we go. This is our stop, September 25th through October 14th. Trailblazer Tour. The next stop is November the 10th in Spring, Texas, just north of Houston. Then it's heading down to the Rio Grande Valley down there near the border, down in the RGV, not too far from Padre Island. Then Houston, right back here in DFW, and then Austin to cap things off. But we had $7 million in prizes in the series last year, so we're looking to beat that number. But man, what an awesome job TCH has done putting together this huge tournament series.
Heads up.
All right, Vu coming in from the small blind, queen 9 offsuit. Brant will check with his 5-6 of diamonds. Off to the flop we go, king 8-10.
Fold.
What was the starting stack in this event? Do you remember, Archie?
Novel Nursery asking what's the Instagram handle for this joint. And I can tell you it's tch.dallas. You can find the Instagram there, tch.dallas for this particular location.
50,000 was the starting stack for this event.
And of course you can find the other TCH locations on the Insta as well.
Yeah, they'll all pull up once you start typing in TCH or Texas Card House. All the locations have their own Instagram handles.
Yeah, $50K for this starting stack here, the $2,500 high roller event. 40-minute blind levels. Blinds go up nice and easy, a fantastic structure here.
Vu going to raise it up from the button. Brant's going to make a call, I thought, but no, he's going to raise it up. He's suited and canuted, and now Sunny looking down at an ace-10 of hearts.
All right, here we go. Vu trying to open it up a little bit from the button. Our first 3-bet of the evening here, I believe, from Brant.
Yeah, I haven't had much of this so far. Let's see what Sunny wants to do. Could he come in three-handed with a 4-bet? He's in the big blind. Already got some chippies out there. What's going on, Chocolate Thunder? Our friend Marcus in the chat.
Calls 95.
He just makes the call.
Now Vu noticing that
Fold.
his first button raise of the evening has enticed some action.
Heads up.
Hello, flop. Queen, 7-7. If you're going to 3-bet with 6-7 of diamonds, that's a pretty good flop. Brant continuing to run good here.
Might call that smashing a flop. And you might be thinking, why the heck is he going to bet? He's got trips. Why is he not slow playing this? Well,
38.
he's hoping maybe some sort of a Queen X holding or pair may have called his big raise and thinks there's no way he's got a 7. So Brant definitely wants to poke at this a little bit, maybe set up his opponent to make a move. But Sunny could not have missed that flop anymore. It's an all-black flop, and of course, nothing to draw to, so he just lets it go. And Brant's going to be over $1 million in chips now. 1.06.
There you go, our first milli maker in this event.
Of course, those are tournament chips, so you can't just cash those out, unfortunately. But Brant would be at the cage right now. Let me cash out this 1.06 mil, please. Thank you, and goodbye. But they are playing for 31,000. Sunny says, you know what, I'm going to get after it here. I got an ace.
Yeah, Sunny's been on the leak a little bit since we've gotten to the final table, but surviving nicely. Down to 263, so he's going to rip it with this ace. Picks up blinds and antes there. I guess the big blind in, the ante.
For a round of each. Richard in, round of each. Nugent, you want the round of each?
Jack Baker, the donk himself, saying easy dub for Brant Ball. I think in millennial terms, that means an easy win for Mr. Brant in the 9 seed.
Looking for that dub.
Check. Heads up.
Big baby. Those guys are fun to play with.
10-4 jack to flop, 2 spades. Not much working for anybody here. Vu checks 8 high. Over to Brant.
All right, guys, I should need one more for this flip to run, guys.
They're still doing PLO flips out there. Get after it, folks.
Yeah,
That's 12.
$75 flips.
While you can, guys, just one
Good
more
for the
spot.
entry into the $600 PLO event, which is a $250,000 guarantee. Not every day you can play a PLO event like that for $600.
And weasel in, yeah, for
Yeah,
75.
Top prize, probably, it's definitely going to be over $50,000 for top prize.
Faux show. Oh, Brant's going to continue to win. He's got a pair of ducks. That'll take her down.
And it's sold.
Nice hand right there. If you just crept in and you're like, what am I watching? There's 3 guys playing here. This is what you're watching. The high roller tourney here. Trailblazer Poker Tour Season 2. We've got 3 players remaining. They've all got $13,880 locked up. They're all shooting for that top prize of $31,000 and change. And of course, that beautiful trophy by Aeon Crystals and our man Bob did a great job. We're hoping to get either that trophy here in the booth so we can show it off, or we'll get it out there on the table for you to show you just how cool those trophies are.
Check. Heads up to a flop.
And you get one for all these events for the Trailblazer series. Heads up between Brant and Sunny here.
Check.
Second pair for Brant. Whole lot of nada for Sunny.
Check. Check.
Well, Sunny landing a little 3-burger down there on the river, but that is no good.
12,000. Call. Queen.
does get a bet and call. Love it. Brant put out the aforementioned locker bet, formerly known as blocker.
Blocker with a little bit of value to it. He expected that.
Yeah, gets a 1 blind out of it.
Expected that holdings to be well.
Mark, did you want bump hunt?
Sunny is our shorty, but he does have plenty of chips right now. 227K.
And I believe about 1.8 million in play here. Brant up to 1.12 now. Sunny looking down at the ladies. Running short on chips, but still has plenty, as nearly 19 blinds in his stack.
Tries to be sneaky with the ladies.
So he goes a little trappy here from the small blind. Just a call. King deuce 5 to flop.
Check. Check.
Entree for transfer. 20 seconds.
Got to start building his pot now, I believe. Vu has hit a pair, so
12,000.
you want to see if you can get some value if he's hit anything, obviously, other than a king here, or even out of a draw.
Vu does come along here.
Oh,
King of diamonds.
Check.
No help for Vu, but both players should like their holdings here, as King of diamonds does pair the board.
yeah. Sunny checks one more time. Love this play,
Bet 17.
Yeah.
and it's going to induce.
Call, winner, please.
And all Vu can do is say, well played, sir. Had me thinking my deuce was good there with
Yeah.
that sneaky check and
Vu-
sneaky play.
Vu on the rough end of that sneaky play, but only 94,000 in that pot.
Yep, not going to do
So-
a whole lot of damage to Vu's stack.
So yeah, no problem there.
That is going to get Sunny up to just over 23 big blinds. Speaking of Trailblazer champions, I think we just heard one giggling in the background. Lala, one of our recent Trailblazer event
Did
champs.
sound like Law back there.
Won that round of each event. I can hear her out there in the PLO event doing a little cackling.
She is working up a PLO stack tonight.
If y'all know Lala and you're out in the room right now, go give her a little crap. Say the boys on the stream are talking about you laughing in the background. We all love us some Lala.
I've heard Law laugh at you.
A time or two. Knocking me out of a tournament probably with quads. She likes to do that.
Yep.
Get it in bad and just hit quads on feller.
Then she'll laugh at you and then say sorry and give you a hug.
Yep. She gives great hugs though, so
Yep.
I'll allow it. She's a sweetheart. Poker ambassador here at TCH, Miss Lala. All right, we're done tooting her horn.
Back to Brant. Coming in from the small blind with that 8 deuce. He's got the old dirty diaper dominated here. See what the flop can bring us. Any carnage. Deuce in the window.
Yeah, gonna be
We
hard
like
to see
that.
Gonna be hard to see a deuce high flop, but we do get a deuce.
Bet 12.
Brant hits something, say something.
Call.
12,000 and a call.
3 deuce here. I know I've hit a pair, but that's one I may just trash. Sunny is gonna look him up though.
Check.
Yeah, you think with 3 deuce lands bottom pair, you're being sneaky with bottom pair and maybe can turn some equity of some sort. But this time,
Yeah.
both players rocking a deuce.
And not one you really want to obviously take to showdown here, so maybe he could turn this into a bluff. He says, nah, I'm just going to check back.
Yeah, the queen comes out on the turn and overcard to the flop. Could have been a sneaky spot there to represent something a little stronger.
Check.
10 of diamonds here on the river. Front door diamonds get there. We go check, check. We're going to chop this one up.
Chop.
Chopping broccoli.
A lot of chop opportunities there once the turn came out, a big old queen, and we found a chop with the 10 of diamonds.
Nikolai, you go to 2.
Yeah, and really not a lot of bluffing here post-flop, turn, anything like that. A lot of value. These guys sticking and moving staying on the value side.
Yeah, if anything, playing a little more trappy so far than they are aggressive. Brant's had some opportunities to be aggressive because he's got the big stack.
And even that has been more pre-flop.
Raise 27 total.
Haven't seen any thievery just yet.
Here he goes on the button with a little pre-flop aggression. 27,000. Little suited 10-8. We all love taking that one to the streets in the cash games.
And he's probably recognized that, you know, Sunny and Vu playing very patiently over there. Small continuation bets. Only betting when they have something, so he's able to open it up using that chip stack.
That's right. You'll hear a lot of nonsense like that in Novel Nursery from us. We like to call it commentator salad. You never know what's going to come out of our silly mouths.
Welcome to TCH Live.
So Brant stole the blinds on the last one. He's in the big blind now. Vu waking up with a King Jack offsuit.
King Jack worthy of an open here. Definitely three-handed. And we're going to possibly have a poker hand. Brant with a medium ace here, ace-8. Three-handed in the big blind, facing a raise. Just calls this time. Let's go to a flop. King 10-3. King Jack going to land here for Vu.
Bet and a fold. Takes it down. Well, we're down to three-handed. Who do you guys and gals have as your horse? Who's going to take this down? Is Sunny, the sharp-dressed man over there in the fedora. His hat may be tilted, but we haven't seen much tilt from him. Is it going to be Sunny? Is it going to be our man Vu?
Yeah, this is all three stoic players. Not talking a whole heck of a lot. They're locked in.
Or is it going to be Big Bad Brant over there in the 9 seat? Speaking of 9, how about a couple of them for Vu? Vu Dangalang is the new nickname. And we're going to have a collision here, boys and girls.
All right, pocket nines on the button. 26,000 to go here from Vu.
Raise 100 total.
3-bet here with the ace-jack. 100,000 to go now. Just splashing 100,000 out there as if to say, I'm ready.
Just kidding, Rebel. I'll put those payouts up.
All right, the 3-bet 100,000 here from the small blind. That's Brant and the ace-jack. Vu will make the call from the button. We get a flop, 7-6 deuce. Itty-bitty.
Great flop for Vu. And Brant's like, wait a minute. What'd you call me there with?
Brant does have the ace of clubs here.
60.
He will continue to the tune of 60,000. A little bit of a down tick. Bit of a chair squirm here from Vu.
Killer Demo thinks this is going to be Vu's tourney. Got an opportunity here to play a big one if he wants. With the current overpair, pocket nines.
284,000 in this pot, so Vu does a little accounting. And he is going to rip it. He's all in.
Rip City for the pocket nines. 2 overs and some backdoor clubs for Brant.
Looks like that catches the full attention of Mr. Brant.
$384 is the all-in bet from Vu. Does get it done. Well done, Mr. Vu. So there we go.
Our man Rebel Poker just getting with us.
Asking what are the payouts?
What are the payouts?
Next man out, 13,880, followed by 20,830 and 31,250 for first place and a pretty trophy.
Yep, three-handed.
And now's the time of the night where we're going to find out exactly what you can buy for 31,250, according to Google AI.
Three-handed in this, the $2,500
Raise to 35.
high roller buy-in event.
MVP, did you want PLO? I mean, PLO on one? You did?
You guys rescan.
Little card read error here. There we go. Brant's going to raise it up a little chunkier this time. Now that the blinds have gone up, 35,000.
37 entries in this $2,500 event. We're down to the final three. Blinds are,
Check.
if they're not up this hand, they will be the next one. I think they're already up this hand, but
They may be a 10-15-15 instead of 10-20-20.
it is 10-15.
Little odd blind
Yeah.
level there.
That level when it gets to a weird spot. Yeah, the small blind is 10,000, the big blind 15,000 with a 15,000 big blind ante.
All right. Well, AI says that for $31,250, RJ,
All right, hit us with
you
the
can
goods.
get a late model RV or a travel trailer. You can even buy a boat.
Oh, that's what I need.
Yeah.
I need an RV.
The average price of a car in the U.S. is around $31,250. How
Yeah,
about that?
I kind of need that.
Right at average. You could buy a brand new 2025 Ford Maverick XL hybrid, whatever the crap that is.
That's their little pickup truck.
Oh.
That's funky looking. Okay. Well done, Eric. Thank you for the Ford Maverick.
Fold.
All right. Brant back to work. Sixes. Raise it up. Take it down.
Killer Demo saying, "Wow, that's a lot of Jack Daniels you can buy for $31,000." Goodness gracious, yeah.
That is a lot. You can definitely get a lot of Jack.
You could probably buy it by the barrel from Jack himself there in Lynchburg, Tennessee. Might be a fun trip. I don't think they make any non-alcoholic whiskey for D-gens like me that have been off the sauce for 20-something years, but
I'm proud
hey,
of you.
I'll drive you guys there.
That's right.
Watch you party.
We got a driver. All right, Vu's going to let the button go. 10-7 in the mug. Brant with a suited queen 4. Definitely worthy of a play here. We're three-handed. Queen 4 clubs. Doesn't look terrible three-handed. Neither does king deuce, but
Heads up.
we get a limp and a check. Ace, deuce, 10, 2 clubs.
Big old pair of ducks for Sunny and a big old flush draw for Brant.
45,000 out there now. Brant's going to lead out, 15,000 to bet.
Fold.
Sunny this time does not want to mess with that bottom pair deuce. You mentioned it last time. That bottom pair deuce can be a little tough to play, and this time he doesn't want to mess with it.
Absolutely, Nursery. Got to have a designated driver these days, folks. No excuse not to. And yeah, one more thing you could buy for $31,000.
Okay.
For $32,000, so just over that, you could throw in a little extra scratch for it.
Can I get a boat dock?
You could buy a brand new Bayliner boat, 18-footer, so not a monster, but
Okay.
and then you could be that guy on Instagram that has those 6 hot chicks at the end of your boat, and then when they turn the camera around, it's just you.
Boats and hose
That's right.
for the small price of $31,000. All right. That's some lovely expiration tonight, Eric.
Thank you, AI, intelligence.
All right, spades on spades here. Queen 6-8 flop. Ooh, not much working. Top pair for Brant.
That's actually really cool, William. You can actually buy it by the barrel, he said. 11K.
Nice.
45.
So damn near 3 barrels.
That guy's got a sweet party shed.
All right, we don't get any spade-on-spade violence here. Brant has that dominating queen 10.
Yeah, Brant running.
Gets Vu to let it go.
Brant running clean here down the stretch since we've been five-handed.
Yeah, they're a little pricier than that these days,
Oh,
Dory.
Man. Bummer, Dory.
Yep. RJ and I wouldn't even know where to find them. We're so out of the game.
Fold. Call.
All right, camera.
Check.
Getting Sunny a little extra camera time right now, even though he doesn't have a hand. There we go. Fold.
You want round the beach, 1-1.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to get this action tracking caught up before we get to a flop here.
We're going to have to go back to more Step Brothers quotes. There we go. I think we're catching up.
So, Joe, how many pieces you got? Thank you.
Jack 9 deuce flop. Pretty good flop here for everyone. Vu's going to land top pair with his Jack 10. Brant's open-ended here with 10-8.
This is the kind of flop we need if we
Could
want some
see
violence.
some action here.
Collision.
Vu's been pretty good at staying out of trouble, out of position. 8 of hearts.
And now they both share the same straight draw.
Check.
Brant could only win hitting another 8.
Yeah, when you're holding the 10-8, you don't really love that card. It does give you
Check. Winner, please. Check.
a bit of showdown value, but not in this particular case, and he just checks it. Vu does have the goods.
Indeed, novel. And DFS Brat joining us. What's up? Chat pros, he says. Shout out to DFS Brat.
Hello, Brat.
How is DFS and the Brat Pack doing this week, my man?
Fold. Raise. All in.
All right, ace-6 in the small blind for
Oh,
Brant.
and he
It's
runs right into
Sunny.
the ace-jack.
Sunny's got a premium ace-jack for him. This time it's an insta-rip. Sunny going to be at risk. He's all in for $179,000.
Vu, the one standing up, trying to get a little equity himself. We know which way he's rooting.
6
and,
in the window, and
goodness.
it's followed by a 6 and a 4. Ace-6 flopping trips here for Brant.
Nasty.
The run good continues, and it's over on the turn.
Goodness gracious. The
Trip
sun
City.
goes down for Sunny. That is going to do it for Sunny, but great job. Man, what a run for Sunny, and what a flop there for Big Bad Brant, who just can do no wrong right now. Sunny is going to be our third place finisher in the 50K high roller. Going to take home just shy of $14,000, $13,880. So our best dressed is now on the road. Got to go home. But we still have 2 players fighting it out for that trophy.
Well done, Mr. Sunny.
And $31,250 up top.
They usually kick me out for running out of chips a lot sooner than that. So well done.
Would you like to go to 1? Go ahead.
Thank you very much for the kind words, DFS.
Yeah, and those come in handy when you are down the stretch of the final table like this. So Brant now in a commanding
Check.
driver's seat position.
Check.
Brant at 1.25 million. Vu rocking about 580,000 over there in the 4 seat.
Check. 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 Queen. Queen 8 plays.
Chop, 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 chop. Well, we weren't sure if we were just going to have a quickie tonight with 5 players starting out this final table, or if we were going to get to see some good hands and some action. And we're at an hour and a half. which is actually pretty good. You know, a lot of these tournaments, when they have about as many chips as we've had with this 37 entries, you know, last a little bit longer. With 5 players, we're kind of right on time. So this has been a good one. Thank you all for tuning in on a Friday night and watching this high roller event.
All right. So we go chop chop on the first hand of heads up action. 2-1 chip lead here, Brant over Vu. Vu just going to come in limping here on the button with the clean diaper. Deuce 3 of diamonds.
And drops a deuce right there on the flop.
Jack, jack, deuce. Hit something, say something, even if it is just a deuce. Brant hanging around. He said, that board's paired. I don't know if I trust you here. Now it's tripped.
How about a full house? Jack's full of deuces.
What the deuce?
Stewie's got a boat. There are some times that King High could be good, but
yeah, this heads up action here. King High's pretty strong hand when you got trips on the board.
And he's like, what is?
Don't have to mess with it, but understandably could. Yeah. And he's in them up. Doesn't want to mess
heads
with
up. I mean, a flush could even snap call you there. And looky there, trophy time. Trophy out there on the table for all to see. Thank you guys for putting that out there for us.
That is a good looking trophy.
AJ, you heading that seat. 27.
Raise, 35 total.
So a little bit of mantle decorations there for the winner to go with their 31,000.
Ben, PK, HRW, we want you on the minute.
Check.
4-6-3.
Check.
And how about a 7
Check.
for Vu? Top pair now.
$2 bomb pot.
Check. Check.
Yeah, shout out to our Trailblazer Tournament Director, Mr. Josh.
Mr. Josh.
Coming up here from Austin to hang out with us, bringing out that beautiful Trailblazer trophy.
Rolls.
All right, ace high here. 95,000 again going to the 9 seat for Mr. Brant.
And I love seeing it, both Josh and you know, some of the other folks that are involved in this. You know, they take kind of ownership into it, and they really enjoy it, and they enjoy seeing these players, you know, become big winners. It's a really cool thing. You know,
our man Mark
to
over
see.
there doing a lot of the writing you'll see on Poker Atlas. He's keeping everyone up to date.
Yeah, Mr. Kyle over there
Yeah,
with the cool kicks. You may have called him Mark. That's okay.
yeah, I did.
He'll forgive you.
Kyle, that's Kyle over there rocking.
Boo, will you please rescan? Thank you.
4-4-5.
Deuce 3 open-ended here for Brant. 6 ball. Think he's running good?
Right on time. How about a straight for Mr. Brant?
Vu open-ended here as well. Heads up, you might continue.
No room to improve. He can only tie.
Rolls.
Yeah, 30,000 to bet here from Brant. Vu does call.
No tie.
8 of clubs. So that puts a 4-liner out there. A bit of an interesting card. Deuce 3 still with a straight, but not loving life.
Yeah, and don't think a bluff gets through. Brant's going to go ahead and bet. Who has a blocker, but doesn't block what Brant has. Nine hand. So Brant continues to stack up some chippies and edging a little closer and closer to claiming that trophy. But Vu's going to have something to say about it. There's the beautiful Dallas skyline there on the table, RJ. That little kind of grayish black background, making it look like Gotham City, our very own right here in
Beautiful.
Dallas.
Brown skyline on that orange felt makes for a fantastic poker table.
Raise the 40.
All right, these two sticking and moving here. We're heads up, the final two of the high roller event. This, the first stop of the Trailblazer 2 Poker Tour Series here in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, the holdings for Vu, he's been a little bit card dependent, a bit raggy over there, but he's hanging in there.
Yeah, and of
Coming
course,
in with 10-4, and we get a 4 on the flop.
and guess who else has a 4?
Brant's got a 4 and a better
And a
kicker.
better kicker. How about that? Well, now they're both.
That'll help your kicker. 6 of diamonds on the turn, pairs the board. They're both chopping here with that ace kicker on the board. We go chop. We do go check, check. Now we go chop, chop.
More chopping.
More chopportunities.
That's right. And you will gladly take it when you are hanging around in a tournament. Opponent's got you at more than 2 to 1 in chips.
Our man Novel Nursery's new favorite word. You can vote for us.
Yeah.
Our commentator salad for commentators of the year at poker.org. I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah. Flopportunities and chopportunities. Those are all possible here.
Appreciate the love.
Play your suited canooders always.
Raise the 40. Folds.
All right. Vu able to put a little pressure on that one. He takes it down.
Hand number 61.
There are those chip stacks. Still rocking about what we went into heads up play with. 2 to 1 lead here for
Raise the 40.
Brant. 2 letters here for Vu. It's a queen and a jack. Worthy of an open.
And 7 deuce game not on, but it's suited. We're heads up. What the hell, says Brant.
He'll call the small raise, defending from the big blind. We get a flop, 5, 4, 8, 2 diamonds. So 7 deuce of diamonds has landed a gut shot with a flush draw, and that holds 63% of the equity here to Vu's queen jack.
Who says 7 deuce is the worst hand in poker? What do they know? No such thing as bad hands, folks. Just bad flops, turns, and rivers.
Queen of diamonds, and this could be spicy.
That's a bad turn right there for one of these players.
Has a flush now.
Goodness.
Vu holding top pair.
And if this ends up the last hand, how about that for Brant? He's going to get to hold up the 7 deuce as his winning hand.
I mean, that's why you defend from the big blind with it, in case you get to take a picture with it. And he has turned a flush here. Leads out 110,000 into Vu. Vu's got 476,000 in his stack.
Yeah, now top pair, good kicker. You're hoping maybe Brant just had a pair and a draw.
All right, Vu just goes with a call here. King of hearts, the river.
375 in the middle.
And we could see just a flat rip here from Brant. 375,000 in the pot. Vu holding about 366.
A little something called SPR. That's a 1.
SPR getting close. And Brant probably aware of that.
Yeah, he's going to put him to the
And
test.
he
right
does. He
here.
rips it. Brant goes for it. He's all in with that 7 deuce flush.
And the uncomfortable squirmies. Here they are for our man in the orange. Can he get away from this? the Vu Dangalang himself. Great new nickname by our chatters. Does he get away from this, folks?
Still 366,000 in his stack.
And the blinds at, 10, 15, 15. Still have plenty of chips left if you can get away. But we can see the cards. There is no getting away if he makes this call. It is out like sauerkraut.
Brant defending a small raise from his big blind position here. Turns a flush. Now the pressure on Vu for all his chips. Man, he's reached both ways here. Vu going through it.
Brant let out on this flop. You just called. He smashed the turn. You called again. And he makes the call.
Vu does make the call, and that's going to be it.
That is going to do it.
He knows it's flush or nothing there, he feels like, and Vu does make the call, and that's going to be a winner for Brant. He's going to have to take a picture with that 7 deuce of diamonds.
There he is.
Because it has won him the high roller Trailblazer event, and a prize of about $31,000.
And Vu can only sit there and just think about, man, what could have been. But second place has got to feel good when you're taking home just under $21,000. Great job, Mr. Vu. A lot of fans of yours in the chat, a lot of new friends as well. Great job. And our winner, Big Bad Brant, $31,250 with the 7 deuce of diamonds.
7 deuce of diamonds is the winner for Brant. And what a clean run for him tonight at this final table. And I heard that he just kind of built stack throughout the tournament. And hopefully, for him, it doesn't get any more turbulent than that, right? Just nice and smooth here at the final 5. And voila, he finds himself in the winner's circle.
That's
top
right.
prize.
Yeah, DFS Brad saying what we all were thinking. The Scotty Wynn saying, you call, it's all over, baby.
Yeah,
and it's all over for Big Bad Brant.
Yep.
He's going to pop in a Zen and get things rolling with his
see
fresh
Vu's
31,000.
Vu's moving around a little slow, a little disappointed for that second place finish, but don't be. It's a sweet run. It's a sweet prize, and a lot of fun to come in here and do well in this particular tournament.
Look at that. Kyle holding up the 7 deuce, just giggling, right?
Yep.
That is our winning hand, folks. The worst hand in poker, they say. 7 deuce. Winner.
Yeah, that's awesome.
$31,250 for Brant, who's going to swing around to the other side of the table. We're going to give him a little showtime here. He deserves it. He's earned it. Made several final tables. He's played on some of our cash streams, and they're going to set it up for him. Maybe he's going to go freshen up his hair real quick.
Take a little lap or something. But hey, shout out to some of our new viewers in the chat. We appreciate you guys swinging by. Novel Nursery, one of them, and some of the others. Thank you guys so very much.
Yeah, we don't know how long it's going to take for Brant to come back, and we're not going to hang around and wait for that. So I'm going to remind you what we have going on right now. The PLO multi-flight 250K guarantee is
still happening.
They're going to have that live stream coming up.
You can still get
Monday.
in it tomorrow. Tomorrow as well, $600 entry for that. The PLO multi-flight 250K prize pool. You don't get to do that every day, folks. Come on out.
And, of course, the Millie. Next week, Miss Mallory's going to try to defend her title in the $1 million title event. Make sure y'all come out for that. There's still some opportunities to get into that via some flips and, of course, some saddies. So great opportunity still in our Trailblazer Poker Tour. Thanks again for tuning in with us on a Friday night.
No, still not back.
RJ Dupree. I'm Eric Van Loozen. We are glad to be here, and thanks again for joining us. We will see you soon. Tuesday night, actually, for a cash stream.
We'll be here.
Adios.
Good night, TCH.